Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Rosie Cooks. I found a very interesting little recipe, very easy, and it includes Bisquick. But you can use any baking mix. It doesn't have to be Bisquick, but something that's a baking mix. It's very minimal, it's very easy. It's cinnamon rolls, no yeast, you don't have to let them rise. So all it includes is 2 1/4 cups of the Bisquick mix, plus 2/3 cup of heavy cream. And I just bought 1 8-ounce container of heavy cream. And for this recipe, you are gonna need the whole 8 ounces of the heavy cream. Separate 1/3 cup. And then for the inside, that cinnamon stuff that's so good, it's a brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and some butter. How easy is that? So let's put it together. So right here I put my Bisquick in a bowl, and then I'm adding my heavy cream. Okay, just add it and stir it together. Okay, so here's everything all mixed together. Now, from what I know, it can be kind of sticky. So you will need a little bit of flour on the side. I just have my flour right here on the side, and I'll need a little bit here and there. So I have my cutting board. I'm gonna put down, and I'm gonna put this right here on. And now I'm going to just pat it all together. So what I'm gonna do, it's kind of crumbly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to shape it into kind of a rectangle. So I'm just gonna get my rolling pin, and I'm gonna try to shape it kind of lengthwise. So I rolled it out. You don't have to be perfect because we're gonna roll it up into like a jelly roll. Okay, so I put my butter, this is a 1/4 cup, for 15 seconds in the microwave so that it's nice and soft. Now I'm gonna add my brown sugar and my cinnamon. And I'm gonna mix this all together. And now I'm gonna add it to my dough. And I'm just gonna spread it all out. And sometimes you just need the right equipment. This knife, this spreading knife is perfect. Okay, put it all over. So now I have one of these things, and I'm gonna pick it up on the side like this, and I'm gonna start rolling it into kind of like one of those, like a jelly roll. Okay, you guys, this came out pretty good. I'm kind of excited. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm gonna start, let me see, 1, 2, 3, I'm thinking, let me see, 1. Well, I'm just gonna cut it into what I think will make nice cinnamon rolls. And they say that sometimes people will take off this little bit right there so that it's kind of perfect, more, but I'm not gonna waste it, I'm gonna cook it. Well, that's what I ended up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that works out. So next, right here I have an 8x8 glass dish. I'm gonna spray it with a non-stick baking spray, and I'm gonna put in my cinnamon rolls. So here's my cinnamon rolls. Now remember that 1/3 cup of the heavy cream? You're supposed to kind of put it a little bit on top and mostly around. And it's supposed to really just make them fluffy and just really good. Okay, so now I put a little bit on top of them. and mainly you just put it around. I found that very interesting, very different. Okay, so now I have a 375-degree hot oven waiting, and we're gonna bake these for about 25 minutes. So now I'm gonna make a glaze to go on top of the cinnamon rolls. This is 1 cup of powdered sugar. This is a tablespoon of milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and a tablespoon of melted butter. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix this up. Now when it comes to these glazes, sometimes you have to adjust depending on how you like it. So if you want it a little bit more liquidy, you might add a little bit more milk. Okay, so here's my glaze, you guys. Look at this. It's nice. It's kind of like a frosting consistency. So it's nice. So now we're just waiting for our cinnamon rolls to finish up. Have about 8 minutes. I'll probably put this in the refrigerator. Okay, you guys, these are my cinnamon rolls right out of the oven. I ended up having to cook them 30 minutes until I started getting a little bit of a brownness. So now I'm gonna put my glaze. I'm just gonna start putting, these are nice and hot, so my glaze will start to melt. Oh my goodness, look at this. Nice, very, very nice. So look at these, with all the glaze. Oh my goodness, they look beautiful. I can't wait to try one. Okay, you guys, so I have one right here. I want to taste it. Okay, it tastes good. It tastes like a cinnamon roll. You know what makes it real creamy? It's kind of creamy in some ways. I guess because of the heavy cream poured on top and around, which makes it kind of creamy. I don't know. It's good. It tastes just like a cinnamon roll. Maybe not as much of a bread consistency. Well, certain parts, it just depends on certain parts. The inside is creamy because of the butter and all that stuff. But the outside is more bready. It's good. With a glass of milk. I need a glass of milk. So this is Bisquick cinnamon rolls. Really easy if you just want something quick. This is very tasty. Bisquick cinnamon rolls. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you next time.